Hi Capricorn, welcome back to my channel. It is Krista here to do your 2020 February General Tarot Forecast. This is for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, and Capricorn Rising signs. I'm just going to adjust my mic. Alright, so if you've probably noticed, you do have 3 readings a month on my channel for your sign. Ooh, that's nice to see. You have your bi-weeklies and of course your monthly here. Wow. So I hope that you're enjoying all of your sweet readings, guys. I want to let you know as well, in case you're not aware, that I am posting daily readings on my Instagram, and that's for the collective, and that's at RadicalAngel33. So guys, I just want to mention, and I'm going to hold all the cards up to you so you can see them with me, but the first 5 cards are all major arcana. There is some big either changes or significant situations in the month of February for you. Let's look at the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, so generally speaking, concerning the entire month for you, we do have a sweet message of love. This could be a shy or insecure person. This could be also a Pisces or Pisces energy, but any water sign really. Someone who's just very sensitive, very sweet, compassionate, really gentle. And then underneath her is both the 8 of Swords, which is a lot of really sudden, rushing, or unexpected messages that kind of come at you and then are ongoing. Usually I find when I see the 8, it takes up about 24 to 48 hours, so there could be lots of communication, especially at the beginning of the month for you. And then the Hermit, so it could have something to do with the Virgo. Again, more mutable energy, so a lot of changes, but going within, trying to be practical here, trying to give up what doesn't work, and be stable and sensible here. There's a lot of sensibility behind this. But yeah, meditation and introspection could be major themes for you in the month of February. So again, I want to reiterate, this is a general reading. Take what applies to you at the time of the viewing and disregard the rest. Do check out your rising and moon signs for additional information. So we did see the sun jump out. This represents you, Capricorn. And then it's sort of crossed by the Emperor. So the Emperor is a really, really positive card. This is the boss, right? And this is you shining in a really comfortable position of being the leader. This is just really significant leadership skills here. And there's a lot of male energy, right? Of course, we have the Aries and the sun here together. So someone, if it's not you, it's someone in your environment, or it's simply energy, but there's a lot of movement here. There's a lot of very bold decision making, and someone who could be very paternal, someone who could be not in the grandpa way, but in a very practical, lively way. These are really, really lively, energetic, charismatic cards. So if you are in a leadership position, or if you're taking a position of leadership here, you could be working for a new boss. You could be a boss for the first time here, and it's really significantly positive for you. Here at the foundation is patience. Of course, this is temperance. So this is just, you know, understanding alchemy, understanding how to work your environment. I consider this a really magical card. I know the Magician speaks about magic, but there's a lot of mental work that goes into the magical process, and the Magician really talks about having all of the elements, right, all of the practical resources. And I find temperance really speaks to, you know, the mental work that goes into creating magic, or conducting magic, or manifestation energy, however you want to look at that. In your recent past, you have the Empress. This is really gorgeous Venus energy. This is just a pure bounty. This is really, really feminine, so there's a lot of receptivity here. You maybe were receptive to this coming into your life. You were receptive to positive messages, to healing, to significant raise, to significant either a raise in finances, or there could have been a promotion. of some sort, but this could be about a female in your life in your recent past, and you know, she's extremely feminine, and there's a lot of bounty here. I also want to mention, because we are starting out with the Sun and we do have Empress in your recent past, I would, you know, just be aware or alert to the fact that somebody could be pregnant or getting pregnant or has or wants to. Here in what's crowning you is the Star. Of course, this is Aquarius ruled 11th house. It is close to you. You're both technically ruled by Saturn. This is really more about the collective though, right? As opposed to just strictly your immediate family. But a lot of healing energy in this card. It does follow the Tower, so something might have fallen apart, or I wouldn't say necessarily been taken from you, but you might have had to change directions very, very quickly here, but it was for the higher good, right? It was for the benefit of all. So this is really lovely to see here, crowning you. Here in your immediate future, right? By week 2, we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is legacy energy. This is really speaking to parents, grandparents, grandchildren. Really being in a comfortable financial situation is really possible here. But if you're not in this situation, this is definitely where all of this mental prowess is going to, around the Temperance card, right? Like I think you're achieving really significant outcomes for yourself, but you have a long range view here, guys. Here in the position, the position that is suggesting how you are, you know, employing your own energies in the world around you is the 9 of Wands. This is considered wounded soldier energy, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can be someone who picked up the mantle of a difficult situation and ran with it. In fact, I think if you can get through week 2 or, you know, week 3 of February, you can really do anything. But you're working very hard here and you're not too mad about it. Remember, you're kind of surrounded or inspired, maybe even in spite of or beyond your normal limitations here. So this is actually something that we expect to see here. Like a lot of really hard work. You're being taken to task here, but you have what it takes, Capricorn. Here in the card representing the position where people experience your energy, people around you are experiencing a really loving home, right? Like you are creating a loving home. You could be welcoming a child. Like, it's hard not to say that, just looking at all this energy, either pregnancy or welcoming a child. If not an actual child, this could be a new home, a new job. Like I said, there's boss energy here. A lot of success. This could be investment success. But certainly it does affect the home, and people really are feeling it at home. People are really cozy, and everyone is looking forward to a positive future. Here in your hopes and fears is a little bit of, you know, being closed off, being a little bit clingy, unable to move kind of one way or the other. 4s really do talk technically about just, you know, re-examining things. You just want to like take a step back, maybe examine where the money's going, what's coming in. I would be aware that you don't hold yourself back purposely here, but if you have, you're doing so well so far, you must have a reason to not make a significant financial move right now, especially by week 3, week 4 in February. So, you know, heed your intuition, especially heed your sense of duty, and then because you're going to want the best, right? You're not going to want to settle. So maybe that can just be what the 4 of Pentacles is saying here. Like, you know, I can move forward, but it'll be rushed. It won't be exactly what I want. You know, make sure you get what you want here, guys. And then the Queen of Wands and your possible outcome. So really gorgeous energy. Again, with the Queen of Wands, we have more Aries energy. This is the boss. This is someone who's heading something, right? It's first house. This is the house of the self. You're really self-motivated here. You could be self-inspired. It's very self-reliant. So let's get another layer here. I have another tarot deck that I'm going to lay on top to qualify this reading. Yeah, you could have started your own company here. great deal of success. Whatever is happening, particularly at the beginning of the month, there is a great deal of success for you guys. Wow. Brand new beginnings. Yeah, like there's the star again. You know, I don't think anything's going to be overly difficult for you this month, guys. I really just don't see anything really difficult. To be honest with you, it's like you've got a handle on things, or you've seen it and done it before, and you've got a lot of aces, guys. A lot of aces. Hold on one tiny second. Let me see what I got here, or what I have here. 1, 2, 3. Wow, just out of this deck alone, let's see what's going on with 3 aces. Success and wealth. Well then. Well then, Capricorn, if you haven't written a book on how to become successfully wealthy, then let us in on the secret. Success and wealth. Well then. No kidding. So the Ace of Swords, the Lovers, and then the Ace of Cups sort of qualifying the under the bottom of the deck cards here. Brand new victory, a new beginning, a new thought process, a new way of communicating, but definitely a victorious card here next to the Gemini ruled Lovers. So, you know, an amazing decision based on love, based on partnership and love. Remember, we have the 2 of Cups over here as well, in the home front, in the environment that you're spending with other people. So there's a lot of love here, guys. If for nothing else, you're definitely family orientated. You're working for the family and for the benefit of all. We have a really nice charitable card here, the Give and Take card with the 6 of Pentacles. And then the Fool, moving out into a new direction, taking a new direction for yourself. You really don't even necessarily know what the steps are ahead, but you trust yourself to get there. You trust that you have what it takes to do what it takes. But it's extremely exciting. A lot of mercurial energy here as well. I think you're willing to step out on a limb to do something different and really challenge yourself here. So at the root of the reading for you, it is qualified by, which of course was Temperance, qualified by the 5 of Swords. I do find the 5 of Swords does include a specific argument. Something is said and someone wins and there has to be a loser. It is a little bit different than the other 5s in my estimation. The other 5s can find, sometimes say the 5 of Wands can find conflict useful. This is like, it's a little bit of a drag. You might be let down or you might let someone else down, but definitely stand up for yourself and your principles no matter what, okay? Here we have the Star again on top of the Empress. So a lot of healing around. I'm going to suggest here in your recent past that there is a lot of healing that needs to occur around a female in your life, whether it's your mother, your spouse, sister, someone who had very possibly issues having to do with, you know, the female reproductive system, whether that has anything to do with a baby or not, quite frankly. But a lot of healing is occurring or needs to occur around this person here. And this could have to do with the relationship itself, but it could be that they themselves are healing or are healing. Okay, how did I miss that? No, I did take that into account. I was going to say there's more aces, but I did count that. Okay, phew. That's your 3rd ace. Got it. The Ace of Wands on top of the Star card, which is crowning you. Yeah, a brand new direction, very possibly, guys, a brand new career. There could be a brand new contract, something having to do with humanity, something have to do with the whole of humanity. Brand new direction. Extremely exciting reading for you. I remember last month was extremely exciting as well. So there's just, you're getting things done, Cappy. High Priestess over the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, so something that's intuited here, something that you don't even really necessarily know how it's going to look 5, 10, 15 years from now. You just know you know what you're willing to do to get the best. And I think that's a major component here. You know what you're willing to do to get the best. And the High Priestess is really about secrets. It's really about, again, receptivity, but in a different way, I find, right? Because this is moon ruled. There's a lot of feminine energy here, guys. You could be dealing with at least one woman who is very, very close to you. Someone who is very, very expressive and down to earth and extremely feminine. Another person who's a little bit of a mystery. There could be a little bit of a mystery here around this, say, family matter. Here we have the King of Wands, sort of qualifying the Nine of Wands. So we see the King of, we have the Sun, and you know, the King of Wands technically is any fire sign, but it is ruled by Leo. So there is a lot of formidable charisma and energy here. Like I said, I knew this before seeing the King here. You took this on willingly, and it looks good on you, frankly. Like, whatever you're doing for hard work actually looks really good on you, and it's going to serve you. And, you know, maybe even better yet, you're not even opposed to it. You're just kind of down for it. And then sort of qualifying the Four of Wands is the Two of Cups, right? This is an extremely happy home. This is a love relationship. This is a soulmate situation. So someone is really appreciating what you are doing and how you are doing it, right? In your hopes and fears over the Four of Pentacles, really not knowing what direction to take, being a little bit of a standstill. You can move away from troubled waters here. You can step away from something that was a little bit of a concern. If there were any miscommunications or difficulty in communications, or a winner and a loser here, what we saw with the Five. This is easily surpassed, right? You can get by that really, really easily with really no harm done. And then you have this gorgeous, another victory card on top of this Queen, right? The Aries energy. So the card of self, the card of the first house, qualified by Cancer ruled or fourth house. Again, we're looking at the home, we're looking at family, mother, foundations, initial wounds, you know, triggers, stuff like that. But this is really balancing the light and the dark part of yourselves. It's also just known as a major victory card. There's a major victory. Maybe it's just over yourself. Maybe you had to challenge yourself, and that's what this is all about, and you are surpassing your own personal expectations. And if that's the case, congratulations, Capricorn. But the Chariot is Cancer ruled, so there could be a Cancer individual who has a lot of fire in her chart, or Cancer individual who's very fiery, or you could be working with your spouse, could be a water sign. We're just going to get your oracle cards out here to polish off your reading. I really feel so strongly here that you've got a lot of luck on your side. And I might suggest here as well that that in large part may be due to your attitude, Capricorn. That's a lot of cards. Let's just do it. I get the impression here as well that you're not the type of personality, at least lately, to do any rear view mirror looking. You're just not interested in the past. Like, the past is the past, and you just really don't care about it. Like, there's nothing in here at all that says that you're interested in the past. You are just kind of full force ahead. Nothing can stop you. So heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And I would say in terms of outcomes, like best outcomes for the both of you, ask if someone needs support or help at this time, or if you do, you know, be really clear about what you need from that other person. We do have Wolf here. Wolf is teacher. We know that whenever we see a teacher card, we always know that there's a student involved. So you may be the student, you may be the teacher. It's exactly the same way all the time though. It's every teacher is the student and vice versa. It goes hand in hand. But yeah, you are definitely in a position where you're learning something new, or you're teaching something to someone else, or it's simultaneous. And again, we see the moon here. We see there could be something instinctual to you, what you're performing, what you're doing. You know, having this communication feels very instinctual. I think you may have, this could be pack mentality as well. You could feel confident and comfortable in your community right now. So we do have romance, study, and serenity. These are really gorgeous cards to have come out. Particularly if these three cards were just talking about a relationship. I mean, who doesn't want these all together? You're studying each other, learning each other's you know, preferences and likes and dislikes, serenity, so there's a lot of peace within, and then romance, right? Just good old classic romance, really family orientated, generous, protective. Interesting, we do have the not for you, however, and I think you get to decide this. I know that sounds a little bit wonky right now because when it comes out, it's like, it may not be what you expected, but honestly, out of this reading is so glorious and generous, I'm going to suggest that you are willing to give up something that's not for you. I just don't think something's going to be taken from you. The major imagery around this as well is Chinese fortune cookie, and there is a chess board. So if those are significant to you, there could be a message in there for you. But, you know, and it, you know, not for you, I do think very strongly this is something that you're willing to say, you know what, and it could just be something like a game, like I don't want to play that game anymore, you don't want to get serious, that type of thing. So Capricorn, really gorgeous reading, guys, I gotta say, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.